Assalamualaikum. Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Madam Shaz.
And today we're going to look at the present perfect tense. In this English grammar lesson, I am going to show you how to form a present perfect and when to use a present perfect tense. Now let's revise. How do we conjugate the verb to have? For singular form, we use I have, you have, he has, she has, and it has. For plural form, we use we have, you have, and they have. Now, it's good to know that in the English language, there are regular and irregular verbs. Let's get started. I have planted the roses in the garden. They have cooked the meals themselves. Now, the sentences may look like past tense, but it is not. They are actually present perfect tense. Now, how to form a present perfect? Let's have a look at the regular verbs. For the regular verbs, we use the auxiliary verb to have and the past participle. You can make the past participle by adding ed to the infinitive form of the verb. For example, I have cooked dinner. You have washed the clothes. He has packed the bag. She has mixed the solution. It has rained. For plural forms, we have watched the movie. You have played the video game. They have passed the message. Now we have to pay extra attention to verbs that end in an E, such as wipe, chase, and poke. For these verbs, we use the auxiliary verb to have and the past participle. But the past participle is made by simply adding a D to the verb. I have wiped the window. We have chased the birds away. He has poked his sleepy classmate. We also need to pay attention to verbs that end in a Y, especially those preceded by a consonant such as dry and worry, because Y becomes I. Take a look at these examples. She has dried the fruits. We have worried about our situation. Now, the irregular verbs. For the irregular verbs, we also use the auxiliary verb to have and the past participle. But for the irregular verb, the past participle has a unique present perfect form. Like these. I have bought the tools for the project. The infinitive form of the verb is to buy. We have written the letter to the principal. The infinitive form of the verb is to write. He has chosen a nice tie to match. The infinitive form of the verb is to choose. Let's have a look at the present perfect tense in questions. First, for the regular verbs. Again, we use the auxiliary verb to have and the past participle. Have cooked dinner. Has she washed the clothes? Has he packed the bag? For the irregular verbs, we also use the auxiliary verb to have and the past participle. But now, the unique present perfect tense form. For example, have you bought the tools for the project? Has she written the letter to the principal? Has he chosen a nice tie to match? Let's have a look at the present perfect tense in negations. For the regular verbs, the auxiliary verb to have, and we add not, contracting it into haven't or hasn't, and the past participle. I haven't cooked dinner. She hasn't washed the clothes. He hasn't packed the bag. They haven't watched the movie. For the irregular verbs, we also use the verb to have and not, contracting it into haven't and hasn't and the past participle. Of course, using the unique present perfect form. They haven't thought on the project. The infinitive form is to think. She hasn't worn the new dress. The infinitive form is to wear. We haven't eaten the apple pie. The infinitive form of the verb is to eat. Let's have a look at the present perfect tense in use. We use the present perfect tense for things that happened in the past, but it is not important when they happened. They have decided to rent an apartment. It is not important when they decided it, but the decision alone is important. She has been to the new mall. It's not important when she went to the mall, but that it's important that she has been to the new mall. We also use the present perfect tense for things that started in the past that have continued in the present. For example, we have rented the apartment since 2015. Here, it means that we have started renting the apartment since 2015 and still is renting the apartment now. He has worked all his life. Here, it means that he has started working for a long time and is still working. We also use the present perfect tense when the following words are in a sentence. For, yet, never, ever, just, already, and since. Here are some examples. I have never seen the kid. She has just arrived from Kuala Lumpur. Have you washed your hands yet?
Keep practicing, and I see you in the next lesson. Assalamualaikum.